Whenever I'm lonely, you're there for my soul. Wherever you are, girl, that's where I call my own. Whenever you doubt it, I'll be letting you know. Oh, girl, I want to be dancing with you forever. You see through the storm and take me as I am. Baby, it's magic anytime that we're together. I make I just love you and hold you for my hand. Hold you for my hand, hold you for my hand, hold you for my hand.
Over and over again, yeah, my love is burning, babe. Feels like time is frozen and the night is for us. We're alone again, every moment's golden, yeah. Feelings I've been holding in, it must be love.
Whenever I'm broken, you make me feel whole. Whenever I'm lonely, you're there for my soul. Wherever you are, girl, that's where I call my own. Whenever you doubt it, I'll be letting you know. Oh, girl, I want to be dancing with you forever. You see through the storm and take me as I am. Baby, it's magic anytime that we're together. I make her just love you and hold you for my hand. 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 I wanna be in your light until the night is over. I wanna hold you so tight, coming closer. I wanna be in your light until the night is over, until the night is
The
over.
conference is majorly aimed at teaching, inspiring, mentoring, and also empowering young and growing entrepreneurs and business owners in Nigeria. And this year, our keywords for this edition is create, explore, and impact. There's a growing trend in Nigeria of business growth, and we have over 582 million entrepreneurs in the world. And Nigeria has a chunk of that. And our mission under our organization is to constantly and impactfully create and grow outstanding young business owners in Nigeria. The conference started in 2016, but as the name was called, there was the Young Entrepreneurs International Summit. While in 2023, we evolved to the 10th conference. Why did we evolve? While we were working as the Young Entrepreneurs International Summit, our modus operandi was focused around teaching, inspiring, mentoring, and empowering young individuals. We started from the universities, from the grassroots. We have individuals there that are like our testimony, like the host, Zainab from LASU, from honor level till now. We have Bryce Conley of Odisha. We have so many individuals that have gone through the process of being at our events and learning from the guests we're bringing for the events. And the time is now for you to just take that step from the dream stage to the actual stage, to take that level of your business to the next level. It's not just an hobby anymore. So that is our mission for the Time Conference 2025. And I'm so elated this morning that we have outstanding speakers. We have our keynote speaker coming in from Abuja. That's the DJ of Smeden. We all know him, Charles Odi. We also have our second keynote speaker, Bokumi.
I feel like if you feel it deep down in your heart that you want to be an entrepreneur, not because you just want to escape 9 to 5, then it means that you have to be open to learning. You have to open your mind to be mentored. Because some of us want to just bear the name
CEO, managing director.
We hear a lot of us Nigerian youths. I have this, I'm CEO of this, I'm CEO of that. I'm not an entrepreneur, but of course, somebody started something before I became the general manager for business development. Developing business for our company business. And we also have branches all over Nigeria, all over the world, basically. But my boss had to go through the learning process. He worked for a while in finance before he decided to start his He did not just finish school and, began to open up, finance houses and all that. He went through the process. I think we should also have the mind to learn and be open to learning and innovations.
Another round of applause, please. Thank you. And let's have you, sir.
Okay, good morning, everyone. There is a factor when it comes to wanting to start a business that's often neglected by a lot of people, and that's the issue of self-gratification and denial of self-gratification. And what do I mean? A lot of people want to start their own thing because they don't want to be quote-unquote 9 to 5. They want to be their own boss, and they assume that being a CEO is all about, oh, I can wake up when I want to wake up, I can do what I want to do when I want to do. And that's not true. That's a very big lie. Every successful entrepreneur on earth knows that in order for you to become successful, to start and become successful, you must deny yourself certain pleasures. For months at a time, no one would see me, my friends, and I'm an extreme extrovert, so I love to go out. And would normally burn on the night out, with better spent
On your business.
in the business. And so I had to pull back. Most of them didn't understand why I had to do that, but it was very necessary to do that. But you see, a lot of people today start up something, and what should be the seed for their business? They use it to flex and to ball and to chill. There must be other egos, which means to be a chief executive officer, there must be other executive officers in the company. Which means if you're a one-man business, you're not a CEO,
You're not a CEO
you're a sole
yet.
trader. We need to learn to call a spade and define terms. When you're able to define it makes it much easier to, first of all, accept your reality and then know how to proceed. God had to have known the kind of light he wanted for him to create that light. Because why was it the sun? Why bright light? Why not blue light or purple light? When he said let there be light, he knew what he wanted. So if you're going to start something, you must know where you want that thing to end, then work your way backwards. But a lot of people just freestyle it and whatever happens, happens. And
I've never really heard the let there be light analogy in that perspective before, so that's a new perspective. Don't we agree?
Do you really like what you want to get into? Do you love it? Do you have passion for it? Or is it about the money or the status that comes with it? That is number one. Secondly, I would say there are different stages, like I said earlier. The research stage, planning, execution, then before we start talking about money. And there are timelines to this. Some people spend 10 years, and that's why they are successful. You see a boy, he's 25 years, and he has this big organization running. But he has spent 15 years. He started when he was 10. So with the stage and the preparation, like when I say research means, okay, I have to do this. How long will it take me? Who are my mentors?
And we want to scale to the next level, so start to build affordable, but for the middle class. We need more investment to be able to get to that level. Well, you see, when the opportunity to attract investment, external investment comes, and all of a sudden I find myself with 200 million, 300 million, rather than focus on what the initial plan was to accomplish the goal, I find myself wanting a Benz.
And other people's money.
Other people's money. I find myself wanting the latest iPhone. All of a sudden, the residence that was comfortable for me previously is no longer comfortable. I want something bigger, something better. You notice that the 200 million you had is dwindling. Well, you've not executed that project for which you got that money. There will come a period where the people who gave you that money will ask for what you used it to do. And are you going to say, okay, you take Benz? No, you're not going to do that. So you see, Discipline ensures that if you have 200 million, you're able to focus and do what you needed to do in order to get to that level. The funny thing is, if you use the 200 million to execute that project, you could get 450, 500 million in return. But people don't have that long-term vision. And so they are driven by short-term frivolities, things that don't matter in the long term. And once you get into that rhythm or that temptation, you've already lost it. So you need discipline to scale. If you do not have discipline, it's almost impossible to scale, because there's fluctuation in business, and that's another thing a lot of people are not ready for. There are highs and there are lows. There are periods where business is good, everything is going according to plan, and there are periods where things are not going according to plan, and everything it looks like it's the end of the world. Do you have the capacity to endure, to adjust, and make the necessary decisions, changes, alterations that are needed to get through that rough period? Or are you just going to cave in?
Scaling needs more fun, and if you want to scale, for example, you have to give yourself time. Okay, I'm looking at before this new frontier can sustain the business, it will take some time. So how much will it cost me to scale? And it's like a gamble. But it may not happen. It may not happen in that time period. And it start affecting the bottom line of the business. So you need to understand, do research before you scale.
You try, you fail, and all of a sudden you revert back to your comfort zone. But you must, by any means necessary, make that determination to leave your comfort zone. Success demands you not be in your comfort zone. Scaling demands you not be in your comfort zone. If you're comfortable at a certain place, there's no reason to scale. There's no need to want to do better, to grow, to improve. So I think, like I said, planning, discipline, OPM, and then more discipline is needed in order to be able to successfully scale. Thank you.
Amazing. Please, a round of applause for him. Thank you.
It boils down to one key word, which is integrity. Do what you say and say what you do. Very simple. If I tell you now that give me, say, 100 million, for instance, and I will build you a 4-bedroom fully detached duplex, and it will take 6 months. In business, of course, there are always mitigating factors that can affect that for one reason or the other. Where a lot of businesses go wrong or make that mistake is, should something change or come up, not our fault, this is what happened. And because of that, we will not be able to meet this target at this deadline for this amount. And then I will give you 2 options. So maybe not do a 4-bedroom fully detached, we can do a 3-bedroom, depending on what you want. Or you increase the budget and you meet that 4-bedroom. At that point now, the choice belongs to you on what you want to do, and we follow what you want to do. But a lot of businesses would now take the decision for you, do it, but you see, that's not what we agreed on. And at that point, trust is broken. So once that happens, you can't rely on me to carry out another task for you, because you will see me as the liar on the sheet. And that's the problem a lot of businesses have. Lack of communication between the company and the client. We always assume as entrepreneurs that we know best for the client. We can help you make that decision because we know better than you. We are in the industry and you're not. So in order to build and maintain trust between the company, because in law, the company is a legal entity. It's regarded as a person. So in order to maintain that trust between the 2 parties, there must be constant exchange of information, and we at all times must let you know, because when you give us that 100 million, for all intents and purposes, you are an investor in the company. I speak from experience. Once you're able to do something successfully for one person, oh, how far? Who did this thing for you? Oh, it's this person. Before you know it, you have a whole stream of people doing that same thing. The project we had in Abuja, for instance, the one client that we dealt with successfully brought 3 other people. In fact, the 3 other people paid in full before the client himself completed his payment. But that could only happen because what we said we would do, we did it. We kept to our word. And at all times, we would always point you back to the contract and say, this was our agreement. These are your terms, these are our terms.
So my question is, what do you look out for in terms of leadership right now? When you look at when building your team to support scaling efforts, what are the challenges and what do I, as a leader, quote unquote, look out for, and how do I face such things?
So ownership is like, this particular business is mine, even when the owner is not around. Those are the guys that will go through the thick and thin for you when things are going south. And then there are a lot of things that goes like in business. We talk about quality assurance. Quality assurance is synonymous with ownership.
We can, talk responsibility tomorrow. It just, depends on you. It depends on what exactly you want to do. It depends on where you're going. Look at where you're going, where you're going to be in the next 5-10 years. Plan, put things in place, network. I always say how you address is how you address.
Uriel is a hardware company. That was my initial idea. But because of investors don't like investing in hardware because of what it takes to get it stand. But the truth is that there's no software you see that is running that is not depending on the hardware, either a server or any device. So I'm looking to get investors that's not just going to give us money, but also going to be a part of the business in terms of business management and growth.
I'm a professional hairstylist, hair vendor, and I'm an online store. I don't have a store yet. I sell online. And there's this sense of fulfillment that comes with anytime I successfully make a client's hair. I feel this joy that I am able to make someone that's beautiful more beautiful. So this is what I do. Thank you. All right, thank you very much.
The shortlet market in Lagos is basically reading with misrepresentations and scams and all of that. And in our platform, we are committed to physically verifying all properties that will be listed on the platform. We are also offering a way to revolutionize property discovery using AI natural language, where guests can search for property in natural language, like you are conversing with your friend.
Fly without travel, and then the next statement was a travel agent. You're not a travel agent, you're a traveling agency. Two different things. Two different things. So you see, most people, just this alone, could actually stop you from getting an investment. This is why a lot of people don't get investments.
And the ones you're following up with. Okay, the ones I'm following up with, there's one that's developing a skill as a graphic designer. Part of the skills that we're involved are with.
I'm on the wave, please don't kill my vibe. I'ma do what I wanna do with my life. So many things they say about I, but I don't really care what's happening outside. In the heat of the moment I shine, so when I get lost I follow my light. I'm on the wave, please don't kill my vibe. Please don't kill my vibe. Them man tryna change my story. But shout out to the ones that know me. I know I'm on a different journey. I don't wanna break my soul, but I know. Let me tell my story. Man, I'm 5 years deep, it's too late to change. I don't even have to speak, cause they know my name. Many years on the streets, someone know me today. I just know how to do this my own way.
single one of you for the courage to come out in front of the crowd and pitch your businesses. You know, sometimes people think CEOs must be brave, but a lot of times they're actually introverted. Then the unanimous decision for the judges. Okay, we have decided based on the presentation made by each and every single one of you that the person with the education tutorial, where is it? Helping mentor, tutor, train the next generation, and you keep up with the progress, what they're doing, and also your desire to want to do even more for them. You know, and it shows that we made the right decision in choosing you. So congratulations. Then to the other, for me personally and on behalf of UR9 Group, the person for shortlets and the person for paint, please step forward. You know, it's somewhat of a biased decision. So, and the funny thing is, almost all businesses represented here are actually function under the UR9 umbrella. Because UR9, we're also into fashion. In fact, this is one of our collections. And there's fashion here. Promoters, the organizers of the show, if you can have a database for all of them, because yes, aspiring businesses. So over the coming days, weeks, and months, we'll check up on you, see how you're doing. Because that you come out to say you want an investment does not mean you automatically get an investment. And most of you actually need to invest in public speaking. The ability to be able to present yourself, present your ideas. I don't know if you noticed, but when some of you were talking, I kept looking back at the time because I didn't know if you were actually watching the time. What you were saying deviated from, your purpose being on the stage. You have to be concise and to the point.